Hey guys, welcome back to Planet Coaster episode 3 in our city, not city, what am I thinking? In our, what do you call this? A theme park, theme park, oh my god, I can't speak. Okay, anyways, basically welcome back to the series. So basically last part, I think I said basically like 3 times in that, 30 seconds? So last part, we worked on this building here. As you can tell, a little bit more is done, a little bit more detail is added. I told you guys I would not finish up the entire building, but I did do some work, and we are going to finish it up in this part. And I also have some other ideas, thanks to my girlfriend who came in after I got done editing and recording this video, and gave me some good ideas. We talked about it, and, you know, we're both very creative people, so we kind of come up with some nice ideas that we think could look pretty good. So, right here, we have a bathroom, so, you know, people can come through and, you know, go do their business, as you can tell when we come in. Oh. It's just a nice little stall. You know, people are going to see what you're doing, but, you know, whatever. And then we do have another bathroom over here. That way, when people are coming off rides, and that's what this is going to be. I think. I'm not too sure if we're going to keep it like this. But we are going to have this come over to some of the rides and stuff like that. So you will see some more rides throughout this entire park. It's not just going to be a big main street. One thing I'm considering is making these walkways right here a little bit thinner. I don't like how wide they are. You know, compared to how wide all of this is, I think these are just a little bit too wide. You know, let me know what you guys think in the comments, because I'm thinking about really changing those up and seeing what we can do. Hello, sir. Hold on. Ma'am. Sorry, I'm sorry. I called you a sir. Nice hot dog. You look very, very mean. Hold on. Can you open your... I'm not trying to look at those. I promise. Wait, E. Oh, God. Where's... yeah, you don't really have eyes, do you? Well, whatever. So, we need to go back to our other camera mode. So, like I said, we're going to finish up this building. Let's go into it. So, I do have some interesting ideas for what we could do with the rest of this building, because obviously there's some things that we need to do to finish off this building in general. But there's also a lot of stuff that we have not done yet as well. So, basically, one of the things that we will be doing is we are going to connect this building with all the other buildings on this side of Main Street. So it's going to be kind of the starting, you know, building for all of it, if you will. So basically, imagine we're going to have another building coming out this way, and I'm not sure what, you know, kind of type of building it's going to be yet, but we will have another building facing that way and connecting with everything else that we will have over here. There we go. Let's turn this one back this way. Let's undo that one. Yeah, but so far, the feedback from you guys has been fantastic, so thank you guys for that. You know, I enjoy seeing your guys' feedback on the series that I like to make, and especially when I'm having fun in some of these videos, I'm really glad to see that you guys are enjoying them. That way I know people are enjoying the content that I am putting out, so it's a great thing to see that you guys are enjoying it. Did we want to add anything on the side over here? So what I'm kind of thinking is, it kind of looks just too plain. What I'm kind of thinking is, what we're going to do is, let's go into our thing. I'm going to look for a certain material and certain block. I think it's going to be this one. And I think this will look pretty good. So what we're going to do, we're going to put this one. We need to slide it back. Just like this. There we go. Perfect. Let's go to Z. Switch this one around. Come on. Can you come over, please? You're being very, very difficult. There we go. Oh, no, I had it. There we go. So I have been kind of pondering another idea for a theme park, which I think could be very, very cool and very ambitious as well. So if you guys follow my Building Salt Lake series, which most of you guys have probably heard of, as you guys know, I like making cities. And being that I just said that, you guys probably know where I'm going with this. I'm thinking about making a theme park city, which I think could be very, very fun. And I think it'd be very interesting too. So I'm really thinking about it because I just enjoy making that stuff so much. You know, would it be worth it? Would it be kind of cool to see that? You know, kind of imagine just a big, you know, skyscrapers everywhere, roads. But then, you know, throughout some of these buildings, you're going to have, you know, roller coasters going through skyscraper to skyscraper. I think it'd be fantastic to see that because you don't really see it too often, right? I mean, it's not a very common thing that you're going to see every single day. So I think it'd be a great thing to add, and I just want to know your guys' opinion on it, because it is something I am really considering doing, like really considering. So basically, we could even have 2 series. We need to start this one right here. It needs to rotate again. So if you guys want to see that, again, you guys are going to have to let me know, because I'm not going to be able to tell what you guys are thinking throughout, you know, my little monitor here. You guys are gonna have to let me know if you guys want to see that, if it's a good idea. I know somebody has kind of done one before, I think like in the alpha, which is not a huge deal. I kind of want to do my own style though. You know, I want to go for more realistic style with like futuristic, which I think could be very, very cool. All right. So now we need to add a roof right here. We're going to add, we need black. Actually, what we could just do, make this very, very simple. Control D, and bam. Now, one thing that we will need over here are these, which we just basically added throughout this entire, like, circular things, pretty much. We're not going to add one on the bottom. I think right there would be pretty good, along with there. So we'll see how those turn out first. And this is actually kind of looking like it's its own mini castle. I actually really like how it's turning out. So with this, I do know we have some other different styles of roof. So we can do like this one for these, which is even better as well. Oh, it's all coming together. It's all coming together, guys. Look at that. This looks like a castle from this side. I love it. It's a very, very interesting building. And this is all original design too. So that's one thing I'm also very happy about. As you guys know, I enjoy making my own, you know, stuff like this. To me, it's just a lot of fun. I think that's a little bit too high. So let's do Control Z. Looks like it needs to be like right. Is it still too high? Well, here's what we can do. Let's do Control X. Bang. And we can just now make sure it's at the right height. Personally, I think that's going to be good. So we're going to bring this over. Put it right there. So that is the right height for everything that we're doing. So that's perfect. I think we're going to lower the roof a little bit on these. I think that'll be best. So let's do Control D. We need to do M actually. So how lower? So we can lower them about that much. I think right here will be good. And then what we'll do is we will just lower these along with them. So I think it's Shift and Move. So we're going to lower them to about right here should be good. We can't see them through the roof, which is the main thing that we're looking for there. So I think we're good there now. And it kind of offsets the height because these are quite a bit taller than all the other points that we have. So I think this will work out even better as well to mix. Let's do Control X with this. We're going to bring this down. Do we want to have 3 windows here? That's another good question to have. So this one should actually be like right there. I kind of like the 2. So I wonder how, if we take this exact same window, we do rotate. Looks like it needs to rotate maybe one more smidge. I think that's actually perfect. Awesome. Do we want to have another window right here? I'm not sure if it would look as good. I don't know. Let's see. Let's bring this one up now. So if we bring this one up, it's like the perfect width for this too. So we're very, very close there. So we have one there. I don't know. I'm not really sure if I like it. So maybe what we might do is let's get rid of these. And then maybe we'll take some of the smaller windows that we've been using. Which one is the smallest? I think this one right here is like the perfect size for this. So like I said, we don't want the full size. No, it's still a little bit too... Maybe like it's just the perfect width for that. So we might not even have anything on these actually. I thought we had a little bit more room to work with there, but I guess not. Oh, Control X, let's copy these over to the other side. I mean, one thing I love about this game is just that, I love being able to customize just everything. The ability to customize all this stuff is just making me so happy because you don't always get this in games. Very few games have a great building mechanic in their games, and this game definitely does have the ability to be great with all of it. So another great point for Gryffindor there. So this one needs to be right there. Looks like it's kind of in the right angle. Control X. Let's bring these babies up. So there's a pretty big gap between these. So what we might need to do is we might need to move these up. So kind of like in between right there, I think should be good. We'll move this one up along with it. I think it's just too much, too close to the window. I think there kind of centers it, so that's good. And last but not least, we need to do Control X to copy this one up one more time. So I was also, talking to my girlfriend because she does a lot of interior design and stuff like that on The Sims. So we both like being creative. And we were kind of like trying to come up with some other ideas that we could do for Main Street, one of the things that I came up with, that could be a great thing to have at the end of Main Street would be, where is it? Hold on. We go to rides, thrill, I think is the wrong one. Or is it? Hold on. Nope, wrong one. Not that. I went to the wrong one. Gentle rides. What about having a big Ferris wheel at the end of this? Like at the end of Main Street. Like imagine that. It's going to be like perfect. So at the end of Main Street, you're going to have, quite a few buildings. And at the end, you're going to have this big Ferris wheel that you can kind of overlook the entire Main Street when it's lit up. Once we have all the lights and all the people, I think it's going to be fantastic when we actually do that. And hopefully soon we can open up the park to the public, because as of right now, it's just kind of not open. It's kind of open, but we're having it paused. Also, she's very, very ugly. All right. How are we looking? I forgot what we were doing. Oh, yeah, we were adding windows here. I'm not sure if we really need to add windows like right here. I don't really think it's necessary for this. So I think we might be good. So one thing we're going to do is go back into this. We need to copy these throughout this entire section. So let's bring these over. Make sure it's at 90 degrees. Now these, I'm not even sure where I got these. I've actually seen these in some videos. Like some people use them for decoration. That's where I got the idea for using them. And these are such a great thing to have. I mean, just look at the amount of detail they're adding to this entire building by just having these couple small pieces. They're such a great thing to use. So if you want to, find something that adds detail to your park if you play this game, this is probably one of your best bets to use, because they just make your buildings look so much better. And it adds like a little bit like of a, I don't want to say old-timey feel, but like kind of like medieval, when buildings had a little bit more design to put into them. Even though they didn't have heating and cooling, they still had more design. So, there's always give and takes with everything. But probably did cost a lot more to do all that stuff. So, Control X again. Just a lot of repetitive stuff here when it comes to the roof. So the roof is done. The reason why I did the roof off camera is because the roof took quite a bit of time and a lot of deleting and, a lot of messing up to come up with a good design. And that's why I did not leave it in the video, because I wanted to make it to where, I didn't want to keep deleting stuff and then redoing it. I wanted to kind of make sure I was giving you guys something entertaining and something I was kind of sure about at the time. I guess might be a good way to describe it. Hopefully that's a good way to describe it for you guys. Why does this one look like it's higher up or something? We copied them. They just look off, don't they? I don't know. It's kind of weird. All right, we're going to change our angle of snap. So if we do Control X, angle snap, we're going to go to 45 degrees. Make this a little bit faster for us. There we go. Now the angle is at 45. We can just kind of rotate things a little bit faster now. And yeah, but so far I'm really liking how this entire park is turning out. I think it's turning out very, very nicely. So if we copy this one over, is it going to be the... Oh, look at that. It's going to be perfect. So if we just kind of bring this one over like right up. Hold on, we can still... There we go. Perfect. Right there. Now we have this throughout the entire top portion. Now we have a couple other things to do. We need to copy this bottom piece. I think I just did X there. Control X. Now we need to copy these going throughout the entire thing as well. So one thing done, another thing to add just underneath it. So, but this part again just adds a little bit more detail to everything. So it is making a huge difference in how this building comes together as a whole. So again, if you want to make a city that, or why do I keep saying city today? If you want to make a park that's as good as can possibly be, you need to add as much detail as possible, and that means taking the extra time to do stuff like this, because if you don't do it now, you can always come back and forget it, which is something that is always going to be bad, because then by the time you come around to it, your idea might already be out of your head and you don't remember it. So I'd probably say if you want to make the best possible park, kind of do things as you go. So let's bring this one in right there. Should be good, just enough so we can't see everything. I think right there should be kind of good. I didn't realize this was kind of like at an angle. I did not realize that. Let's put that there. Oh my goodness, a lot of repetitive stuff here, guys. And, like, I get it. Stuff like this can be very, very boring when it comes to building, because you just kind of want to move on to something else. I totally get that. But it's definitely not one of the better things to do, I think. So we'll have this one right there. So we're almost all the way around, though, which is good. We still need to add a couple more things here and there, but I think for the most part, we're set and ready to go for our next, big building. And like I said, I'm not sure what this next big building is going to be. I'm not sure what it's going to look like yet. I have none of this stuff planned ahead. Usually how I build is I kind of wing it as I go. I'm just that kind of style of builder. I don't like planning things out usually. That's why you're going to see me change my mind so much, is because, like I said, I don't plan any of that stuff out. I like to be like kind of like on my feet kind of thinker. So, oh, I didn't realize we didn't do this side either. Oh my goodness. So come out to right there. Perfect already. And right there. Just kind of keep coming around. I kind of see like a little bit of glitching out right there because we have a couple big pieces. I guess we need to add another small little... Actually, no, we don't, because what we can do is just rotate this, and we just need to put it into the right spot right there. And now that's actually set. And now that comes all the way around. As you can tell, just adding that small little piece makes a world of a difference. And the only left thing that we have to do would be to kind of copy these throughout the entire building itself as well. Oh man. All right. So this part could take quite a bit of time. I might do that off camera, guys. That could just be bad for you guys. You know, having to watch me do that. I mean, so there's still a couple things that we need to do, like the railings on top coming together. We want to keep everything at the same height, so right there should be good for this, the start of that at least. I'm going to say, that doesn't look like the full length of that. Control X again, a lot of Control X for this building. Bam! Control X if you do not know any of the shortcuts to this game, or if you have just not played it in general. Control X just basically makes it to where you kind of just copy what you already had selected. And that's exactly what we're doing. So, this one's going to be a little bit more interesting. How do I want to do the railing for this one? Because, I mean, I can have it just come into the roof itself, not a huge deal. And that's probably going to be the only way we can get around this. So, I guess we're just going to have to do that. Let's bring this back out. Right there should be good enough again. Kind of match it up. Perfect. Wait. Right there should be good. I'm not sure if I want to add anything on the corner as well. So, like, if I want to start, like, right here, this actually might be a better spot to start. So, we might start right there. That might be a better spot to start for all of this. So, we just need to move this over a little bit. Actually, kind of, come on, let me zoom in. I mean, it, like, does that to where it doesn't let you zoom in for a second. Kind of weird, but, you know, kind of have to work with what you got. So, now what we're going to do, Control X this. And we're basically doing this all the way around the building, guys. So, a lot of repetitive stuff here, like I had mentioned before. But not, like I said, not really much that we can do about it. You want to make this look very, very nice. Just like that. Perfect. And now, luckily this is a big straight, so we can just kind of have this come out all the way. Kind of. We'll have this one in the middle, give or take. And then bring this one over and right there. Just adding this railing around the roof is making it look so much better, in my opinion. It's making it look awesome. So, Control X again. So this one is another corner piece. So start it right here should be good. And let's rotate this. So if there is anything that you guys physically want to see in the park itself, or if you guys have any ideas for my main street, let me know in the comments. I am reading all your guys' comments as, like, I'm not reading, like, as soon as they come in, but I'm watching them pretty constantly might be the best word for it. I don't want to say, like, I see them as they come in, because that's definitely not true, but you guys hopefully get what I'm saying there. Right there. Perfect. Why does this roof seem a little bit steeper? It's not. It just looks like it, doesn't it? So right here again, so another corner. So what we're going to do is adjust this one to match what we need it to be. Right there. Bang. So we're almost done with this. Oh, it's going to feel good to be done with this building, because I'm excited to start working on the next one. I think out of all the buildings I have made so far, this one is probably my favorite. The reason for that is just because I like how much detail is put into this building. I just feel like it's very complete, which is a very nice feeling as well. Right there. Right there should be good. Perfect. And I like that it has a purpose when it comes to, you know, everything else in the game. Right Ooh, it's gonna come up a little bit short, so we're gonna have to improvise here a little bit. So right there for that one. We're gonna use 3 of them. And this one's gonna be right there. They're a little bit off the edge compared to some of the other ones, but we should be fine. Let's do Control X on this one now. But yeah, but if you guys have any ideas for, you know, a building, you know, a ride, anything like that, let me know in the comments, because I could use as many ideas as possible. I mean, I have not been playing this game for too long now, but I want to make as good of a park as I possibly can for one, you guys, and at some point I am going to make this, you know, theme park downloadable. So if you want to download this, because you can download people's worlds, or, you know, theme parks, whatever you want to call them, you can download those from the Steam store. And also that is where you buy this game, is on Steam, just in case some of you guys did not know that. So I did see some comments saying, where do I buy this game? Is it on Xbox? As far as I know, it's only on PC, for you guys that want to know that question. So we have that. So one thing I'm thinking about adding is, my girlfriend brought up the idea of, what if we had kind of like a seating area like right over here, to where we have a restaurant inside, which theoretically you would have a restaurant inside, and then you would have, you know, a place for people to sit down and eat over here. They can look at all the rides coming around, and especially with this diagonal pathway here, I think it could be a great idea. So we might do that. And I luckily do have chairs, so if we come in right here, I do have chairs that we can kind of put all the way around, just like this, which is another great thing to have. And I'm not sure how many of these we're going to have, you know, because the thing that kind of sucks is people are not physically going to be using these. So do we want to add another, like, chief beef right here? Or actually, let's add something else. So, you know, shops and facilities, we have chief beef or chief beef, whatever the heck it was called. This one's first aid. What if we had slushy right here? That actually could look pretty good. So if we had slushy right here, it kind of gives the back of the building a purpose as well. So I like that. All right. So we'll do that. And then we need to Control D some of these other buildings now. So, let's do this. This is going to be very, very interesting. Redo, wrong button. So how are we going to do this? Does it only need to be, yes, it needs to be another half a wall over. So, that's wrong. That one's right. I just got to keep it in the right spot. Perfect. Now that's surrounding that. And bang! Awesome. Now this is surrounded. Only last thing I want to do is Control D on this and bring this down. We want it to be in line. Nope. Just a little bit, a smidge back. There we go. Perfect. I want that to be right there. And voila! So now we have that, which again gives the back of the building a little bit more purpose as well. So in total, in this building, we have 2 restrooms and 2 little food shops, and I think this one's actually a drink shop technically, but you guys get the idea. So now that is set, we need to add in some signs on the back here. So what is this called? Gulpy Slush. So we need to add in some signs to show that that's what it is. So if we do building, park signs, so now we need to find that. What is it called again? I completely forgot. Gulpy. So G-U-L, Gulpy Slush. Perfect. Oh, that actually looks kind of good right there. Or do we like this one more? It's kind of a hard decision. We could have like, no, I don't like that. Gulpy looks kind of good. These are some pretty good options here. Crap, I'm kind of torn about which one I should use. I don't like that one. I like this one along with this one. I think these two look the best. So I think we're going to go with this one. I think that one looks pretty good, especially for right there. Or, this one has a little bit more color. All right, we're sticking with this one. I'm not changing my mind after it. I probably will, but... And then the last thing I want to add now, since we have that, if we do Control X again, we're going to bring this over to the other side now and add it above, since we don't have anything over here. So let's bring this down. So this needs to go right above the sign. So right here in the center is where it needs to be. Right there. Or actually, this needs to be lower. So this needs to be right about there. All right. And then we need to move the sign itself up. So there we go. That looks a little bit better. And let's bring this over a little bit. Can kind of match what's inside the walls on both sides. Bam! Oh yeah. That's great. That's looking fantastic. So I like where this is on the path. So I think we're going to keep it. So now we need to add in a path coming over to it. So we need to bring it down in size. So I think turning it like that would be pretty good. What do you guys think about that? I kind of like it. I like how that looks. We'll add in another way over here. Reason for that is that way there's more ways in and also more ways out as well from this. That way when we add our seating, it kind of looks like people are going through the seating to come to it, which will also make it a little bit nicer, I think. So I like how that looks a lot. So now what we need to do is kind of coming back to, gotta come in here and select it. Control D. I probably picked the wrong one there. Wanted Control X. Control X will keep it at the same heights. So let's bring this baby over. So how do I want to use it over here? That's gonna be the other big question. Because I want to add in a fence like right here, kind of surrounding this. I think that'll be another good idea. So if we do something like this here, right? Kind of bring it over until it's like right there. Perfect. Just keep Control Xing this. So again, we want this part to be on the path. So we're fine with this one. So now we need to turn this one to match. Ooh, is it actually at a 45-degree angle? It is. Oh my god, that's going to be perfect. That's actually very perfect for what we want to do. That is awesome. Hell yeah. I'm excited with that. Let's Control X this again. So we want this one to be there. I don't know. I'm really trying to I want to make this as good as possible. So this would have to be there. Hold on. So before we even do any of it, let's make sure this is what we want. So path, we have the path. Let's shorten this up a little bit. So we want to turn it at maybe 30 degrees. Might be a little bit better. If we do Z, now I think that looks a little bit more clean. So I'm happy with that one and more instead of what we had before. So then we have this over here. Bang. And then I can't tell if I like that one more. Kind of gives you, so you come in this way, you leave that way, or either way. That way the line's not backed up here. Or should we just have the line come across and just connect like that? Which one is going to work best? So I'm not really sure, honestly. It's kind of a hard decision. So if we do it this way, we can kind of gate this off and then put some more bushes and stuff like that in here, give it more scenery, which is another great idea to have. We could also, one thing we need to add for people is we will need ATMs, which are hugely as insane to put because you need to have these. So what we could do is have 2 ATMs like right here. That could be like a pretty good spot for them, right? I don't like how they have to be on a path like that. I kind of wish they didn't have to be, but I get it. I'm not really sure about that though. Okay, so anyways, I think we're good there. I think we're set. So next we need to add in a gate surrounding this, which I might do that off camera. So if we actually do this, hold on. Another brainstorming idea. There's a lot of this going on right now. So since we added that, now the chairs could go over here, which could look pretty good. So we have that small little lip. Let's get rid of that right there. Perfect. Now you can't see the lip for that. Awesome. Just like this. And then let's Control Exit one more time. So we'll stop it right here. Control X it again. Bring them over. Actually, if we're going to do that, we need to select all 3 of these. Control X. And bang. And if we're going to do that, we need to bring this one over. Oh, there's so much detail going into this, guys. It's ridiculous how much detail is going into it. And this isn't even like a lot of detail. Like some people, they have a lot more detail than this. Redo, wrong button again. They're right next to each other on the keyboard. Control X and Control Z. So there's that. And this time we don't really want to match them up when it comes to lines, so that should be fine. And come on, move it. There we go. So that is set. Now I would like to be able to Control X, rotate this, and kind of match what we have over here. And we can still have some grass. So if we do that, ooh, that actually lines up pretty well. Ooh. So let's do Control X on this one, bring this one up to match. So now what we can do is bring the 2 points together. So this one, we would need the inside corner to work, right? It would need to be the inside corner. Is that correct? It's right there. Control X on this one. Bring this one over. That one needs to match. And then last but not least, we just need to take this one and bam. So now what we have is a place where we can put chairs and stuff like that over here. So my blueprints. Now we have chairs and stuff like that people can come down and sit, even though they're just for decoration only. So let's kind of bring these around. I actually did download this from Steam, the chair system here, because I didn't really have any ideas for chairs or anything like that. So this was the best bet for it. And quite frankly, I'm actually really happy I did this because these look very, very good. So if you want to go download these for yourself, you easily can. So we'll have just here in between now. Oh, this is really coming together, guys. I'm really liking how we don't have any rides yet, but so far this food park is coming along pretty nicely. Because as of right now, we don't have any actual food, or we don't have any actual rides for people to ride on, but they can get over that pretty quickly. So bang. And we're all making these the same color because we want to be a theme pretty much. So just like that. So now people have a place to sit over here. Awesome. So next thing I need to figure out is what kind of fencing do I want to put here. And then what kind of plants and stuff like that to surround it. So guys, thank you very much for watching. It is greatly appreciated as always. I will talk to you guys next week and see you guys next week for another episode of this because it is so much fun. So bye bye guys.